Exercise 2.16. Table filling.
So let's get started. Just to reiterate, this is just an informal chat about how things are going with French lessons here at the school. From what you've said, there's not much to discuss in terms of the syllabus or equipment, and things are basically going really well.
That's right. I really enjoy teaching here.
That's good news. I notice in some classes you're even ahead of schedule, which is practically unheard of. You've mentioned a few underperforming students, though.
Well, there's only one student with major problems, but I'd like to just flag a few of them and maybe mention something to the parents. A stitch in time saves 9 sort of thing.
OK, who's first?
I'll take them in class order. 2B, Brian Jones. He's a strange sort of guy, not bad at all, and his results put him up there in the top 10% of the class. His reading and listening skills are superb.
So what's the problem with Brian?
He really has trouble paying attention. When we're in the middle of a role play, his mind will just wander and he's in a world of his own. It's not particularly disruptive, it's just that it happens pretty often.
Let's just make a note about concentration levels. If he can't pay attention in other classes too, it could be serious.
Now on to 4C. It's a great class. We're having some really good discussions. However, I think Lydia Robinson is finding things tricky.
Lydia? Is that Robert's sister?
They really look alike. That's Lydia with a Y, so it's Lydia.
OK, so what's up with Lydia?
She's not a bad student really, but she's very bookish. You know, her spelling and grammar are excellent, but she really doesn't understand much when I speak French, and her listening is poor. She just needs to open up more and start communicating.
So she needs to be putting her spelling and grammar to good use?
You could say that. OK, now on to class 5E. Jemima Ragg is doing well in her written work, and her vocabulary is probably the best in class.
Yes, I've taught 5E. Jemima seemed OK.
It's when she opens her mouth that things go wrong. Her pronunciation is just awful. Maybe we could ask her parents to make sure that she does more listening and maybe get a private tutor. I really think that would help her pronunciation.
OK, who's the last one? I think I can guess.
John's son in 6B. No, 6A. I wrote that wrong.
Yes, he switched from 6B to 6A.
Well, he's a real challenge. Don't get me wrong, he has 100% attendance and he really tries hard, so his effort is exemplary. But what lets him down is his basic grammar. He really hasn't grasped it.
So he gives it his all, but he's not going to get any further with his grammar the way it is.
That's about the long and the short of it. Every piece of written work is on time, but it's virtually incomprehensible because of his lack of basic grammar.